Bit of a different video today because number one, I'm in a park. I don't really normally do this, but I like coming down to a park or something by myself, just chilling, And this is the first time I've actually brought a camera with me, so it's going to be quite nice. I'm just going to talk, chill, share my thoughts to you. One thing that I really wanted to kind of address, the whole idea of deleting social media. Next month is kind of a big milestone for me because it's the first time ever that I've not had social media for now 2 years, coming up to that. And honestly, it doesn't really feel like 2 years. Everything's just gone by very quickly. Yes, you're probably wondering, like, isn't YouTube a social media? To an extent, yeah, but the way I view YouTube is I like making content, I like sharing content. So rather than me consuming it necessarily, I'm also producing content. What I mean by deleting social media, I mean like I've deleted like Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok were the three biggest ones I was definitely on. So 100% got rid of those. And I haven't been back on them. And those of you that have already watched my channel already know this. Maybe you've done the same thing. You might be able to relate, or maybe you haven't deleted it yet, but you're thinking about deleting it. But there is one thing that I wanted to discuss, and it's one of the biggest things that I've seen within myself, and I think it's one of the biggest pros, if not the biggest pro I've experienced by deleting social media. Because number one, it's no surprise, and you definitely already know this, but social media, we already have short attention spans as it is in 2023, and just the addition of social media has just kind of made it worse, right? It's made it worse. Like, I remember on TikTok scrolling, even on Instagram, mindlessly scrolling, picking up my phone, and like it would be the first thing I do in the morning, and it would be the last thing I do when I go to bed. It's just habitually picking up my phone and opening either Instagram or TikTok. And this is not even me doing it on purpose. My brain was just wired in the sense that, oh, this is the time for me to do this. Let me go on this and consume, and all of a sudden I'm just in like some endless loop. That point there is the biggest detriment that I've seen, because I remember when I was trying to get into a state of just a working state where like I'm in my flow state, I'm just working, or I'm trying to get into some sort of deep work level. 5 minutes in, maybe 10 minutes in, 25 minutes in, I would pick up my phone, and all of a sudden that focus has just now shifted. And it's not me wanting to pick up my phone, it's just me, my body and my mind just doing it. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but you could probably relate to it, because like I pick up my phone without even me thinking, and all of a sudden I'm just scrolling, and my like if I was to kind of put it on like some sort of graph, I'm in a nice state of work. I'm working, and then all of a sudden I pick up a phone, and then like 5 minutes in of scrolling, and then I realize, oh, let me put it back down, and I work, and it comes back in, and all of a sudden the graph is just like that. Whereas like if I was in a deep state of work, I would just be progressing like that, and I would actually, if you were to remove the flat line from each time I pick up my phone, it would probably take away a lot of my productivity. And that is it. That is literally the key change that I've seen within myself. By deleting social media and eliminating that habit of me just picking up this phone and this scrolling, has actually amounted a lot more productivity than I even think. And it's only like after really like thinking about this. Like, I was only thinking about this maybe a couple of months ago, and then trying to like just compare where I'm at right now in terms of like how easily I can just switch into a work state compared to like a year and a half, 2 years ago, where it would be a lot more difficult. It's all about breaking habits, end of the day. And if you realize to yourself that, you know what, I am spending a lot of time on my phone, I am spending a lot of time on social media, and you also witness from your own actions that you are picking up your phone unintentionally, and all of a sudden you're in this app, there is a problem there. And these apps, it goes to no surprise, these apps are designed to keep you on there, it feeds into your attention. They're all free apps, but the key cost here is yourself. You're losing your focus, losing your attention on the things that you really want to put your attention towards. So yeah, I just think I wanted to really make that point because it's something that you can see within yourself once you've taken this action, and it's something that, like, I think once you like actually get this in your mind and you put this into practice and then you see the results, you will be amazed in yourself. Like, genuinely. Even if you are on social media now and you don't want to delete it, I think social media isn't necessarily the problem. It's the attachment to social media that's the problem. And if you realize that you have kind of attachment tendencies, or like you can easily be attached to it, then it might be worth taking a break. I know that I know I was just habitually scrolling every time, every day, to the point that it was a routine for me to pick up my phone in the morning when I wake up. And it was a routine for me to having to look through TikTok or Instagram just before I go to bed. I didn't even realize that it was taking away from the most important habit that I wanted to develop, which was my attention, my focus. Because my mind was seeking this quick, instant dopamine urges. I just could not delay gratification at all, right? But as soon as I deleted it, a couple months in, where, no social media, I'm starting to practice to learn how to sit down and work for just even 40 minutes, without picking up anything, picking up my phone, diverting my attention elsewhere. That's when I saw the greatest change. Just try it, honestly. Try it and let me know. Even YouTube, I know I'm making a video here. I think it depends, again, it's your attachment to the thing rather than the social media itself. So if you feel like you're on YouTube too much, watching content that maybe you feel like isn't actually adding value to you, or maybe you're spending way too long on the platform itself, take yourself out of it and divert that attention to something that you would really like to add value to your life.